guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another new beauty releases video where I'm going to talk to you about some of the new launches. There have been a lot of launches happening recently. In fact, I'm pretty sure that my list is not going to be able to cover, like today's video basically is not going to be able to cover my entire list. So I'm not going to waste any more time in the intro. We're going to dive right into it and we're going to try to cover as many launches as possible in this video. So let's jump into it. The first launch is from Dr. Sheths. This is one that's been out for a while and I've seen a lot of people, I mean, I hate to say it this way, but I've seen a lot of people do campaigns surrounding it and like rave about it, which makes me a little wary about the product. But in general, because it's not my product category or product type, that's the main reason I will not be getting this. And I'm speaking about the Cica and Ceramide Gentle Cleanser. It looks to be a creamy cleanser. Now, I like hydrating cleansers that might not be as suitable for oily skin every single time, but I still feel like they kind of are because they're hydrating, because they don't strip the skin. But when a cleanser tends to be creamy, I feel like it just doesn't work well with my personal skin. So for that reason, I will be skipping on this product. But yeah, that's that. Moving on, next we also have a Dot & Key launch that I don't think I've seen products like this in the Indian market specifically. So that seems interesting to me, but I also find it to be very unnecessary and more so like something that's got aesthetic value attached to it, but not like an actual use. I'm speaking about the Dot & Key Watermelon Under Eye Patches. Now, I am personally someone who's never been into under eye patches. I get they are like sheet masks, but a little different. But I feel like under eye patches can be something that is truly unnecessary. I mean, I understand that someone who has more puffy eyes might actually find it to be way more useful. I don't find them to be useful at all. I just think they're cute to like post on social media and post like selfies etc with it, you know, if you want to look like really bougie and chic and you know all that stuff. But in reality, I don't know someone who uses under eye patches and finds them to be helpful and also sustainable. Like if you say that sheet masks are not sustainable, I think the same goes for under eye patches too. The only thing would be that they don't have single use pouches attached to it, but you still have like that, the patch, right? Like once you use, you're still going to throw that away, and how you're going to dispose it, is it recyclable, etc etc etc. So personally for me, again, this is just one of those things I don't want to have to think about. It's clearly going to be a pass. But then Wearified, which is Anam's makeup brand, actually came out with a couple of launches. They launched 3 new shades of their blushes, and these are more bolder, brighter shades. Now when I actually saw them do a reel where like all the 6 shades, the 3 original ones as well as 3 new ones were all compared, there is one specific shade which I believe is Cashmere Rose. I do not remember, but I remember the Wearified team like comment on my comment, because I commented to ask, okay, which is this specific shade out of that reel. And when I saw the 6 shades like together, there's one specific shade which I did think looked really nice. So I might pick up that if I do pick up anything. But at the moment, I have a lot of blushes in my collection. I don't need any more blushes, so I will not be picking this up immediately. Maybe eventually at some point. But what I actually liked and I plan to eventually pick from her is actually the bronzers and the contours. Now the contour does look very dark, very like gray toned, I want to say, so I'm a little bit wary about that. But they do claim that it's going to be something that is going to suit all complexions. If you are someone who's lighter and you think it's too intense for you, you can apply it a little bit more lightly, whereas if you have a deeper complexion, then you can, you know, go more ham with it. The bronzer on the other hand looks more up my speed, but then again, I don't want to impulse buy, or I don't want to buy it just because, you know, it's a brand from someone that I really love. I want to think this through, and at the moment, again, I don't need any more contours or any more bronzers. I have enough in my collection, even though I don't have a lot. I have enough considering how often I use them. So it's not going to be something I pick up eventually, but I'm definitely very interested in this specific launch. So that's that. Then Plum expanded on their fragranced body products range, I would like to say. So they came out with deodorants in the roll-ons, which I've been using, Hawaiian Rumba one, and I absolutely love. But then they also came out with like deodorant sprays, very old school. I've not seen a lot of brands come out with like deodorant sprays these days, but Plum did. And they came out with this product in the Hawaiian Rumba scent and the Vanilla Vibes. Again, two of the most common, I wouldn't say most common, but most popular fragrances that they have out of all of their fragrances is Hawaiian Rumba and Vanilla Vibes. So obviously it makes sense that they would expand the range only for those two specific scents and not for all the scents. But yeah, this again specific product, I mean, it's been a long time since I've used like a spray deodorant, like you know, one that is an aerosol, and I'm not into it. I think it is more damaging to the environment than actually useful. And typically the scent with an aerosol can deodorant also doesn't last too long. I mean, I already feel like Plum fragrances are not as long lasting, but I have discovered actually that maybe I am just getting anosmic to them, because I have the Plum Hawaiian Rumba EDP. By the way, I'm going on tangent. The Hawaiian Rumba EDP that I have, that I wear a lot because I just like the scent, so I spray it on, even though I don't smell it after a couple of hours. But I've actually noticed that people around me have complimented me on that scent even after I can't smell it anymore. So maybe it's that because I've been using it for so long, I've gotten anosmic to the scent and I do not smell it anymore on myself, but other people around me can actually smell it for way longer. So maybe the scent is actually long lasting. I just don't know because I cannot smell it on myself. But anyways, coming back to the deodorant spray, I'll be skipping on this one. I much rather prefer the roll-on as compared to getting the spray deodorant. But another new launch from Plum, which is their rice water and niacinamide gel cream, is one that I already purchased. And if you saw my haul video, you would know that I actually accidentally bought two. I've already opened one of it, started using it, and I'm loving it, which is amazing because that means that I will be able to use up both the ones that I have and probably eventually buy more, because I've really loved this formula and this product in general. It's a nice lightweight gel moisturizer that is still hydrating, amazing if you have normal to oily skin, and if you love gel creams, you are gonna love this product. And I really like the fact that it's got niacinamide in the moisturizer itself. So yeah, that's that. Moving on, let's talk about some more active ingredient based skincare. We have the Dermaco Sali-Cinamide face wash. Now the Sali-Cinamide serum I've already been using, and I have it in my collection and I do like it, but I'm not as excited about having this in a face wash specifically. I don't know, there is something about Dermaco face washes, and I mean, there have been quite a few that have launched and I've spoken about it here, and I'm never excited about Dermaco face washes. I don't know why. I truly do not know why. I do think that there are other people that like it and enjoy it. I am just not one of those people. Typically, it doesn't excite me too much. That's just that, you know, on it. So that's gonna be a pass from my side. But the next launch is something that is actually pretty interesting. It's from the Nykaa SkinRx line, and when I thought that, you know, Nykaa could come out with all the moisturizers that they could possibly come out in the SkinRx line, they decided, okay, we're done with moisturizers, so let's come out with sunscreens now. And they came out with two sunscreens. One I believe is meant for more oily skin, the other is meant for more dry skin, which is typically what they do with the SkinRx line, is they come out with two products parallelly. One is for oily skin, one is for dry skin. And the sunscreen which is for oily skin actually looks very interesting to me, because it does look similar to like the Dr. Sheths Centella and Niacinamide sunscreen. It also looks similar to the Deconstruct Gel sunscreen. I feel like it's that kind of a texture which really interests me. So I will probably not buy it directly. I will wait for it to come in the Nykaa store that's near my house. Go there, swatch a tester, see what the texture is like. I want to see which one it's more similar to. Is it similar to the Dr. Sheths or is it similar to the Deconstruct? If it's similar to Dr. Sheths, I'll probably pass on it. and if it's more similar to Deconstruct, then I will probably get it. I want to see how mattifying it is and how it dries down on the skin. That's the main thing that I want to see, and then I will decide whether I want to pick it up or not. So as of now, it's a maybe. Then from Colorbar, they launched their I want to say Luminizer liquid highlighter kind of product. Reminds me a little bit of like MAC Strobe Cream kind of a thing. It's called their Starry Drops highlighter. Now this is again something I'm not typically into, but I like to speak about a couple of like faces Colorbar launches in these videos, which is why I'm covering it. But I want to let you know I'm not into it, and I would not be picking it up just because it's not a product category that I even typically gravitate for, to be completely honest. Then Chemist at Play, another brand that I love and adore, came out with a product which I'm like, really, Chemist at Play? I think you were all about modern like skincare and like, you know, keeping up with what we're into these days. And when they launched a coffee scrub, I was like, what? I thought coffee scrubs and just like rough abrasive exfoliants were like 2015, 2016, maybe even 2017. Like, why are we coming out with this in 2023? And if you see the ingredients, it's got walnut shell, it's got apricot shell, it's got all the harsh exfoliants that I would never put on my skin. I mean, I'm not a body scrub person any which ways, but a coffee scrub, and just looking at the product and the texture, I was like, oh my god, this looks like you want to just scrub the top layer of your skin off. That's literally what it looks like. So big no, would not suggest this, would not recommend this at all to anyone, not even my worst enemy. Moving on next, we have something from Aqualogica, and Aqualogica came out with shower gels. Now it looks very cute, it looks very interesting at the same time. I saw the packaging, I saw the fragrances, I was like, this is something that again looks very cute, but I don't think it would be up my alley specifically. And also the fact that the packaging is not the biggest, it's like I think 200-300 ml or something like that. I was like, yeah, this looks interesting, but not really. And then the other thing that kind of put me off the most probably is the fact that it had like these beads which are supposed to burst in the shower, and I was like, I don't like my shower gels to have like any of these things. I want it to be like a clear liquid, and that's just what suits me the best. So yeah, that's another reason why this specific product is going to be a pass. Moving on next, let's talk about a Nykaa foundation. So they came out with the Matte to Last Pore Minimizing Foundation, and this campaign was huge. It was something that you know, they did a lot of marketing behind, and it was really interesting. If you know me, you know I don't wear foundation typically. I might own 1 or 2 foundations maximum, and that too I have like mini sizes, because I wear foundation like once in a year, if at all, otherwise not at all. So for me to you know, buy a foundation, and that to a full size foundation, like, it's never gonna happen. That's how I feel. I might get a mini if anything, otherwise I just won't get a foundation. So this is like again a very easy pass. I feel like for the most part these products that have been coming out these days, I'm like mostly not interested in any of them, and like I tell myself and I convince myself this is the reason why you don't have to buy it and you don't have to fall for the consumerism. And then every once in a while there's a product which I'm actually interested in purchasing, so that's good for my wallet, for my collection, and for the storage space in my house. So yay. Moving on next, another Chemist at Play launch, and this is the peeling solution. So basically, if you don't know what a peeling solution is, it's like inspired by the Ordinary's peeling solution, which is like the red you know, blood facial kind of a product. So it's got a very high percentage of AHAs combined with BHAs and PHAs and all of that stuff. So Chemist at Play came out with their version 2, and it's very heavily inspired by the Ordinary's, because this one is also red. in color. I don't know if it's like an artificial color or maybe both the products have a common ingredient that gives it the red color. I do not know. I've not done that amount of research, but I also know myself. I know that I would rather prefer everyday gentle exfoliation as compared to like once in a week intense exfoliation. So again, this is a product that's an easy pass for me personally. Moving on, next let's talk about another Aqualogica product, and this is one that I've known about actually for a while because it was available on Nykaa and I purchased it even, and I have it in my collection and I've been using it. It is the Illuminate Oil Free Moisturizer. Now for some reason the official launch happened way later, and before the official launch even happened, I'd already bought it and already tried it out and I already knew what it's like. So this reminds me a lot of lactocalamine. Let's just say that. They again, similar to the first product I spoke about in this video, the Dr. Sheths one, where there is like a massive campaign going on. I felt like there was a campaign going on even for this product and a lot of people were raving about it, but I did not see, not raving but like giving it good reviews, I would say, but no one mentioned how it was kind of similar to lactocalamine, and I'm pretty sure majority of the population has used lactocalamine at some point of time in their life. So for someone to not do that comparison, again, felt just a little bit disgenuineness. What is the word? Not genuine basically is what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, these are all influencers and people that I trust for the most part, but sometimes it's just hard to trust these campaigns, and it can definitely be hard. So yeah, I try not to like put all my hopes and all my eggs in that trust basket and trust other people. I would rather do the research myself, go based on what my gut tells me, and then go about it with it that way. So yeah, this is like a moisturizer. I would say if you have combination leaning oily skin, you will like it. If you have normal skin, I would still say it could be a little bit too lightweight for you. So yeah, take that opinion with a grain of salt and decide for yourself what you would like to do. Then moving on, next we have this brand which I've heard a lot about and I've seen a lot about it, but I never ended up picking anything from them. But then they launched a specific line, like a fragrance line. I'm speaking about Find Your Happy Place. This brand has been out for a while and I've seen them and quite a few products from them, but I never gravitated to purchasing any scent from them. But then they came out with a Pina Colada range. If you know anything about me and my beverage choices whenever I go out for I mean, I wouldn't say drinks, but if I ever go out to like a cafe or any place that has an extensive selection of beverages and mocktails, I will always go for Pina Colada if they have it on the menu. Like always. I am very much a creature of habit and I love my Pina Coladas. So for them to come out with a Pina Colada range, I was like instantly sold. Give me every product in this range, of course for the smell, but I did not purchase every product from this range. The only product I purchased was their shower gel. And the reason for this is that if you remember or if you know about this, the Body Shop had a limited edition Pina Colada range, like I want to say 5-6 years ago. I mean, considering it's been 3 years since the lockdown itself, I think it's been like 6-7 years at this point. And that specific range, I had like a mini shower gel from them, which I loved so much. I don't remember if I got it in like a subscription or what, but I loved it. I loved the scent of it so much. So I had to purchase the Pina Colada shower gel, like the body wash. I did, and I smelled it. I really like the scent. It's not the same as the Body Shop one, but it's similar enough, and it still gives me like tropical Pina Colada vibes. I haven't used the I've not used actually the product yet because I have another shower gel in my shower right now which I'm trying to use up, and once I use up that entire bottle, then I will probably switch that one for this. and then I will let you know what the formula of the Find Your Happy Place chargers are like. But I'm so happy that they came out with the Pina Colada range, and for all the Pina Colada lovers out there, I would highly recommend and highly suggest that you check it out. It doesn't smell exactly like it, like I mentioned, but it's still going to give you those Pina Colada tropical vibes. So yeah, that's that. Moving on, next we have Plum coming out with like a hair serum basically, and this one is more up my alley as compared to any other hair serum that Plum has, because it's an argan oil miracle oil serum. That's what the official name of the product is. And this to me is like your more affordable Moroccan oil hair serum from the brand Moroccan Oil. So again, I want to say this is a maybe, and the reason I'm saying that is because I don't tend to use leave-in conditioners as much. Since I've cut my hair, like even today I've kind of washed my hair and you can see it's a little bit wet still, but I didn't put in any kind of product in my hair after washing it. The only thing I used on my hair is shampoo. That's it. No hair mask, no hair serum, nothing. I've kind of you know, been just doing a very simple hair care routine with my hair and seeing how it works. And let's be honest, if you live in Mumbai and you know what the humidity in Mumbai is like, no matter what you do to your hair, monsoons mein your hair is going to get frizzy. And I mean, my hair is not dry at all, so I just have not been using anything. I feel like it saves a lot of my time, and might as well, बाल तो frizzy होने वाले हैं, तो फिर उसमें कुछ एंटी फ्रिज प्रोडक्ट्स यूज करके भी क्या ही मतलब होने वाला है. That's kind of what my mentality is like, if I have to be honest. So yes, that's why I've not been using anything, but I do have quite a few products that I'm going to eventually get into, I think, once my hair starts growing out. And if I do end up purchasing this, it's not going to be anytime soon. It's going to be once I use all my current products and then I have to repurchase a hair serum. Then I will decide if I want to repurchase something that I already have or try something new like this product. So yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you up to date, and if you want me to try this out, or if you have tried it out already, leave me your thoughts and opinion down below. I would love to know. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. I would love to cover some more launches, but I think this is a decent amount for this video, and then the rest I'm going to save for the next video. So stay tuned for that. But that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, and loved to chat with me about some new launches. Let me know your thoughts down below on these products that I specifically covered in this video, or if you have any other new launch you want to chat with me about, let me know down below in the comments. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.